distinct, big eyes. Welcome to this episode of HUAWEI Talk. Today, we are back to bring you our first-hand experience with Huawei's newly released Nova 16 series. We are mainly focusing on the cameras and the exterior design. Huawei's Nova series targets the young and fashion-forward. Besides the pretty bold color schemes, which you have all seen, what is most important is its ever-improving camera capabilities year after year. The Pro and the Ultra Nova 16 seconds pack a 200-megapixel main camera and front and rear red maple lenses. How do they perform? Here is a non-objective, real-world review from HUAWEI Talk. We already put out a short video on the design, so let us just quickly go over it here. Similar to the last generation, it features horizontal dual-ring decoration. Take this iridescent Mother of Pearl model, for example. It has a metal mid-frame glass back and a pink to blue gradient feather texture. It has that look of sunlight hitting Mother of Pearl and reflecting its colors, which really aligns with the tastes of younger folks. Now, this sky blue colored Ultra compared to the Pro features a much smoother slope transition where the camera module meets the back panel. Plus, the entire decal section is wrapped in vegan leather, which makes it look more refined and gives it a stronger, more unified feel. We have put the dimensions up on the screen for you. The standard version is a size smaller than the other two, weighing in at just 199 grams. Its body also features a plastic frame and back panel, which naturally makes it the lightest of the three versions. Up front, the Pro and Ultra have identical screens, 6.84-inch 120Hz LTPO flat with 1.5K resolution. The standard version features a 6.68-inch LTPS flat screen, slightly smaller. For screen quality, our Pro version test showed a full screen max manual brightness of nearly 1000 nits. The full screen peak brightness can hit 1180 nits, so the display looks quite good. Alright, the main focus this episode, the camera specs for the whole lineup, we have got them on the Chart Pro. Compared to the Ultra, it swaps the wide angle RYYB for an RGB sensor. Just a heads up, the specs for the other three cameras are exactly the same. Both boast a 200 megapixels main 3.7 times telephoto and dual front rear red maple lenses packed with hardware. The standard version, however, features a dual camera setup with just the main camera and a 3.3 times telephoto, offering a wider main focal length. Coming at 23mm, it kind of makes up for the lack of a wide angle lens. Let us take the Nova 16 Pro in the middle as our example. The most immediate impression Huawei's imaging gives us is the accuracy of its colors. After years of refinement, the red maple lens performs exceptionally well. Take these two outdoor wall paintings. Compared to the iPhone's fluctuating white balance, the Nova 16 Pro can clearly recreate the warm tone of sunny daylight hitting a wall. The kitchen shots are not as sharp as the iPhone's. The colors and overall feel are simply better. It is also more intuitive. For example, with these two striking colors, the Nova is closer to what our eyes perceive. For dynamic range, the Nova's large main sensor also has an edge. For instance, in this high contrast scenes, the Nova performs better in terms of visibility in the foreground and the color rendition of the sky. Plus, compared to the iPhone's plain watercolor tones, for sunset scenes like this, the Nova's subjective atmospheric feel makes for much shots. To demonstrate the 200-megapixel main camera's quality, we visited the Hubei Provincial Museum to highlight bronze artifact textures at ultra-high resolution. Let us see some comparisons. First, color reproduction delivers good restoration even in low light. With high pixel mode enabled, we timed the imaging process for a single photo at around 5 to 6 seconds, which is definitely on the longer side. But the detail it captures on bronze artifacts is on another level. For instance, here is a common 2x crop shot versus the high pixel mode at the same zoom. The difference is quite clear. Similarly, let us compare standard 1x with high pixel main camera outputs. Its 200 megapixel output boasts impressive image quality and zoomed in clarity. Plus, that 3.7 times telephoto lens is pretty solid, excelling in both color reproduction and clarity. For outdoor landscape shots like this on a sunny day, the advantages in color and resolution are also quite apparent. We also shot a quick set to test the white balance consistency across the three cameras. You can compare. Okay, in night scenes, the red maple lens's advantages shine through again. Especially when shooting lights with complex lighting, the Nova's color reproduction is definitely top tier. Even in telephoto night shots, be it night sky clarity or handling colorful signs, you can see Nova performs well above par. Now for portraits, my take, Nova improved its portrait makeup rendering. The beautification effect reduces under-eye puffiness and preserves natural skin texture, remaining quite subtle. It evenly illuminates faces in varying light, accurately reproducing background colors. Likewise, for front-facing selfies, thanks to the red maple imaging, the Nova also maintains a pretty good standard for reproducing makeup colors. She was quite satisfied with the beauty effects herself. Also, the standard Nova 16 delivered a decent low-light color reproduction and telephoto detail in our shots. Posting on social media daily is no sweat at all. To summarize, with its front and rear red maple lenses, the Nova 16 Pro excels at color reproduction. Plus, the addition of the 200-megapixel main camera brings a nice boost for scenes that demand more detail. So overall, it produces some great shots. System-wise, updates mainly focus on album and theme features. The new live collage feature So right here in your album, you can select some live photos you have taken, hit one tap collage, and it will automatically lay them out for you. Just tap play, and they will all play back in sync. This is handy for those who post live photos to social media. For performance, all three Nova 16 models feature the same Kirin 9010 processor and an integrated Ice Bridge cooling architecture. Using the Pro, we briefly tested the Whitehawk Database 5.0's multi-scenario Honor of Kings model. In our test, the Nova 16 Pro only supported 120 FPS IT graphics, not meeting our database standards. At 25 degrees Celsius, tests showed an average of 117.5 FPS. 4.6 watts power, 43.7 degrees Celsius max temp. This performance is pretty much expected. Daily use should be a breeze. Also, the Nova 16 series also supports BID satellite communication, the 5 network, and near-link audio across the board. The Ultra also features IP6869 dust and water resistance. Plus, all three versions come standard with a massive 7000 mAh battery and 100 watts fast charging. The Ultra also adds 50 watts wireless charging on top of that. Okay, so to wrap things up, out of these three phones, which one would you pick? This time, the HUAWEI Nova 16 series sticks to its usual positioning, focusing on a youthful aesthetic. For imaging, dual red maple lenses, plus a 200 megapixels main camera. The 2000 RMB street standard version also gets the Kirin 9010S processor, making the whole series consistent. It also features a periscope telephoto lens, rare for its class, significantly boosting its photo output. So, if you are after a slim, light phone with good camera capabilities, so combined with Harmony OS, this HUAWEI Nova 16 series should be a great choice. Personally, I would lean more towards the Pro model. I think it offers the best value for the money. Okay, if you found this video helpful, give us a like down below. White Talk Unbiased, real experiences. See you next time. Bye. 100.